So in my head, I'm like, okay, if this guy's gonna agree to the stumps, he's definitely gonna want this gone as well. What's going on, everyone? Andre here with Jack of All Trades. We got a beautiful day in Georgia today. The weather is absolutely perfect. We got the mini skid steer and stump grinder loaded up in the dump trailer. We got a nice job we're knocking out. Not the best start to the morning because all the equipment was hungry. Spent about 200 bucks at the gas station, but that's not a problem because we're making money today. We're making about 1,200 bucks on this job right here. We got all of these stumps. We got a big pile of green waste right there. And then we also have some more stumps around this shed that the customer just got installed and leveled by a company. Only a few of these stumps are actually going to put up a fight, like this one right here. That one's going to be a joke, that one's going to be a joke. Let me tell you guys how I got this job real quick. So basically, I made a post on Facebook Marketplace for free, added a couple pictures of my stump grinder saying I grind stumps. This person right here reaches out saying he has like 5 stumps and he's gone. I come out, it's actually like 10 stumps, so that's a plus. And then I see this big pile right here of green waste. So in my head, I'm like, okay, if this guy's gonna agree to the stumps, he's definitely gonna want this gone as well. So that's exactly what happened. I sold them on both. And the customer was actually very happy that I offered because he didn't even know I have a mini skid and can do a job like this. What a rookie, Andre. I came here, guys, with a bucket instead of the grapple. I was doing a bunch of grading at my house and I didn't even realize I never swapped it when I left this morning. At least a good bit of this is already cut up to sizes that will fit right in the bucket, but it's definitely still gonna make this job a little harder for me with that brush pile, but I'll get it done. I used to load it by hand before I had these machines, so I can definitely do it again. Looks like the customer tried to cut up this stump right here, but maybe his chain was too dull, so I'm gonna finish it off with mine. Then I'm also cut this one down low as well because I don't want to spend all the time grinding this up here when it's not needed. I know 1,200 bucks for a job like this doesn't sound like a lot of money, but it is good money because these stumps are either softwood, so easy to grind, or just completely dead. So this job is going to take me less than half a day right here to knock out. All of the stumps in this area are now completely ground down. I'm gonna use the mini skid to grade out all of this mulch. That way I don't have to use a rake. And then I'm gonna back my trailer close to the pile because the customer's gonna need the driveway in a little bit. And then I'll get to that side and grind those as well. Not even 1 hour in, we already got this property right here looking way better. I'm gonna load down this trailer as much as I can because I did not bid this job by removing this whole pile. I just told the customer that I'm gonna get one load and fit as much as I can in there. He's not too worried about the brush, he's mostly worried about logs. So what I'm doing is basically pushing this brush over and digging out the logs that are buried under here and loading them up. I'll get some brush on top later. right, this area right here is all wrapped up. I'm gonna head to the dump that dump trailer worth of debris, come back, grade the other side, and wrap up the job. This landfill right here mulches pretty much every single day, but they cannot keep up because they charge very cheap compared to all the other people in my area. So everybody's bringing green waste over here. This right here is what's left of the pile. All the logs were loaded up into the dump trailer and hauled off to the landfill. Customer is very happy with the work I did. Hopefully down the line he will call me back when he has the money to do that other load as well. I think this project came out very good. This right here is going to wrap it up for today's video. If you guys enjoyed this content, please don't forget to leave me a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.